Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial for MAME. Today we're going to actually upgrade to version 1.93, and we're going to do it on the fly. And we've got our CHDs up here, and we've got the ROMs. We've got them updated from 192 to 193. Same with the CHDs. So we're going to make it easy and not so complicated, so you guys actually understand what we're doing, and we'll go from there. Okay. First off, you get the updates. I'm not going to tell you where to get them. It's pretty simple. Most of you know where to get the updates, and we'll go from there. So what I'm going to do with the updates for now is, we'll get rid of that one. We don't need that one. Is the two CHD folders. What we do is we'll cut those, and we're going to put them into the main folder, and over here to ROMs, and navigate to the CHD. How I have it set up, and if you've watched my previous videos, I have all the ROMs in the ROM folder and a separate folder for CHDs. As you can see, it's 480 gigs. It's a lot of space. So there's all my CHDs, and we're going to paste those two that we just did from the desktop over to the CHD folder. Very rarely there's a time where it replaces what's existing. So there's one of them, and okay, there's both of them. So that's complete for the CHDs and updating what came out for 193. Okay, so if we go back over here and we come back over to the ROMs folder, let's minimize that. Now, the ROMs, totally different setup. Okay, like I said, this is on the fly. These are all the new ones for 193. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to select all these, and what I do is easy. You hit Control A. Control A will select them all, and we're going to. You can either cut or copy. I usually cut because it's easier and saves deleting them later. We come over to MAME, and into MAME I have my update folder. Okay, and we're going to paste all the ones in there of the new 193. Okay, now getting into the, let's close some of these here. Getting into the MAME folder, we have Clrmamepro. Okay, so we just put those in there for the 193 in the update folder, and we're going to go to Clrmamepro. Okay, if you watched my previous video on how to set up Clrmamepro and get into the DAT file, you're going to notice MameUI64, and that's the one we're going to select. So we select that. A database update is required. Clrmame will now run. Okay, like I said, this is on the fly. You guys have been asking me, to do a step-by-step process as far as what it's like to update, and if there's any known problems, if there's any missing and whatnot. So that's what we're doing. So when we log into this, we'll let it create its list, and we're going to scan, and we're going to come up with a bunch of them that are not listed, which is the new stuff. Hopefully this won't take too long. Like I said, it's on the fly, so with my computer it's a little faster. Do you want to import software list? Like I said before in previous videos, I don't use software lists just because I don't want to separate all my ROMs. I like to have everything all listed right then and there. So I hit no, and this always comes up, this gen pin and all that. I just hit OK to all. Okay, so now we're on Clrmamepro. What I forgot to mention, however, is you come over to MameUI info, and again, previous video, I've showed how to get the newest version. So you want to get the newest version of MameUI64. It's easier. I've always liked UI64. It's just been a better version for me, and there's a lot of people that do other versions, but this one here has always been stable. It's always been an easy user interface to access all your games. So you get that. We've already done that and everything, but what I'll do is I'll show you anyway, just real quick. We want to open it, and while that's downloading, we'll come back over here, and like I said, we've got our new ones in MAME, and we've got our Clrmamepro. So what we're going to do is hit Rebuilder. Okay, we're already in the MAME profiler. We're going to hit Rebuilder, and what it's going to do is it's going to find the source of all the updated ones for the new version. So we're going to hit your update folder, and the destination is going to be in the ROMs folder, which is over here. Okay, and just leave all this. I use split sets. I've described this in other videos already. So this is the source of our updates, our new raw files for the update for 193, destination MAME ROMs. Okay, we're going to hit Rebuild. And what it's going to do, it's going to go through and rebuild and add to the existing ROM set. And depending on your computer, my computer is a pretty, that was our download of MAME. My computer is pretty fast, so it doesn't take very long to do this, just depending on your computer how fast it is. But basically what this does is it scans the update, selects the file, it's rebuilt to the proper name for the new version of MAME, and is placing it into the ROMs folder. And when it pauses for a little length of time, it's a bigger ROM. Usually like a more in detailed game or a bigger game or something like that. And it's also fixing and updating whatever ROM files in the existing set as well. And it also goes through and deletes different files that aren't needed anymore. So source files, we had 117, 402, 440 created, and it matched 498 to the new version of MAME. Okay, so with that, we'll close out of here, and you're all set. Usually what I like to do too is use a backup path just to make sure we got everything, and we did. See, it says created file. We have one. So whatever we had from the backup, it created it. And then I like to put this back to update, and we're done. Okay, so now what we do is we close that, and we go to scanner, and this is what's going to tell us if we're missing anything with the newest update from all the ROMs that I just now acquired, and we'll go from there. Okay, and in my previous videos we click all these, and this is going to fix all of the new ones. I use split sets. Don't worry about these, don't worry about this, and let's hit new scan. Like I said, it's on the fly, so if we have anything missing, then we'll explain it from there. Wrong name, right name. Do you want to rename the set? Yes. And I hit yes to all. Directory text is usually a list of what's new in the latest ROM build. So do you want to remove it? Yes. We don't need it. Do you want to add the missing ROM? We're going to hit yes to all. When it says missing, then in the updated ROMs that I got for 193, it might be missing. So we're going to hit yes to all. This is going to identify any ROMs that we have missing to date according to the new version of MameUI64. But actually it didn't list. Usually it lists right here if we're missing any. So as we continue to scan, it's basically comparing the old stuff that I had in version 192 to the 193. And see, now we're coming up with a couple that we're missing. And I'll describe right now, usually when I go looking for the ones that I don't have, here's another one. Do you want to move the ROM? Because it's in the wrong place. Yes to all. Pretty much I say yes to all for everything. Missing ROM. So that you got this Blood Brothers. It's supposed to be in Blood Bro JA. The parent is Blood Bro. So what I usually do is I will Google the folder file name. Sometimes you have to actually look for and Google this whole little thing. You'll type in MAME and then you type in this file. It usually comes up. But if you usually go with just that file here and type in MAME and then Blood Bro JA, then usually you'll come up with a site that has that word. So it looks like we've got quite a search and scan. As MAME gets larger and more files added to it, this takes longer and longer, and it usually takes about maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, just depends. Like I said, I have a faster computer. And if you like, you can speed up through this part of the video. I haven't gotten editing software yet, so I'm just recording my desktop as far as this goes, but if you want to fast forward to the end of 99%, have at it. We can close this now. And what I didn't, well, I'll show you here in a second as far as getting the new, I think I put that in a previous video on how to upgrade the actual version of MAME, but I'll do it real quick for you guys. I wish I had some music for interlude. But so far so good. Looks like I only have 2 to actually look for, and they're the same thing. So it's this Blood Brother and its counterpart. Now we got Mario Brothers. So there could be a new, yeah, let's see, revision G and E and F. So those are and I think we're done with the scan. Nope, it's right here. It's for 60%. Go make a sandwich, come back and watch my video. But like I said, with looking for these different files is in Google, just type in MAME, and then Mario Brothers, and you could probably type in this whole thing, or just type in Mario F, and you should find a website that would actually have this version, and same with these other versions. Keep losing my window. I hope everybody is having a good 2018. And I try to update. I know I'm a little late with this one. It came out a week or so ago, this new version, but I was busy with life in general. But I wanted to make a proper video for you guys, so that way you know what to expect and all that kind of thing in a on-the-fly scan and upgrade for MAME. And I hope I are helping you guys out and figuring this out and everything like that. If you have any questions or problems, I'll try and help you guys out. I'm not like a major expert with this. I just know that once I have it set up, it's pretty streamlined after that. You just got to know how to upgrade and where to put things and everything like that. So hopefully I've been helping you guys out. Nearing the end of the scan. Alright, so here we go. We've got two sets that are missing. We got Blood Brothers and then the Mario. And the ROMs, we've got all these here. You can expand all items. Go to View, expand all items. That's everything that we're missing. Okay, so actually it's not that much. I know on some versions I am missing a whole list of things. So actually we're doing pretty good. And looks to me like we've got 4 samples fixed. Okay, I'm not missing any. Not missing any samples. Fixed wrong sets sample. Yeah, I'm not missing any CHDs. So the CHDs that we put in there, they were found, and the samples there was no samples included, I guess, in this one. There might have been. Yeah. So that's that. That's your report. We can go ahead and close that. We can go ahead and if you needed to do a scan and you're not sure, or make a screenshot of this to see what we can look for and whatnot, then we'll do that. So we're going to close this for now, and we're going to close this, and that's basically the scan. To upgrade MAME, what we're going to do is get our MAME. This is our latest version of 193, and for me, I don't really care to have the icons. I don't like these little colored blurbies coming up on my MAME. So this is what I do. I delete these. I'm just not crazy about them. So that way, when we highlight all of this, and we're going to copy, and we're going to put it into, we're going to hit paste, and it's going to refresh everything. I'm not going to do it because I've already done it. So we just hit paste, and it's going to overwrite the existing executable for MAME and everything. But I've already shown that in a previous video, so we don't need to do that. Okay. So where are we at now? Okay. So let's go to MAME. Took a little longer than I expected, but here we are. Okay. Certain games do not have snapshot. That's what I usually like to have it on snapshot so I can actually see all the different games that are there available. But yes, some have artwork, cabinet, control panel, flyer, marquee. And if your MameUI doesn't have this, if you right click in this box, you show pictures, you can add all of these. These are the ones that I select. And basically what these do is it adds more tabs over here. This section, I have no idea what it's for. It's always blank for me. I have no idea. So this is your information panel. So like I said, you can add, and I'm not even sure, I don't even have folders for these. So these are the ones that I have folders for. I'm sure there's a website out there called Progetto. I think he has all of these, and he's got a pretty good website as far as getting all these extra little things. I mean, it shows you like game overs and the ends. I have no idea. I've never used them, so this is basically what I've used. So now that we are at 193, we can see that everything is there. Like I said, those little square icons, they show up here, and they're all multicolor. I'm not crazy about all that. I like to just have something simple and not even have to worry about it. Why they're yellow, I have no idea. A couple versions back, they became yellow. And I have, in mine, I have custom filters. Okay. It shows down here, there's 5,085 working machines. When I go to custom filters, let's do that again. When I right click in the field and go to custom filters, I turn off clones, non-working, and unavailable. Okay. The only thing with clones, and I don't find it a problem because I'll show you why, but I have clones, non-working, unavailable turned off, so they won't show up in my list. So when I go to play a game, I don't have a bunch of, and I'll show you here, custom filters. Take all these and put them on. Now you have all the ones that are not working. You have all the clones. You've got everything that, and that's why I like having no icons, because that way I can see, because if you're in some of the other folders or whatever, I don't have them. I have all systems with the filters. But if I go to clones, or computer, or let's say I want to go to light guns. See, I don't have the custom filter. Oh, not that one. Custom filter. See, I have them off just because I use all systems. So, like I said, these, I don't want to see all these red X's come up, and that's why I delete those icon little colored squares. I would rather see X's. So let's go back to custom filters, and I'm going to select clones, non-working, and unavailable. And like I said, the only thing that I have noticed when I turn off clones is Pac-Man. Let's go down to Pac-Man here. You notice that Pac-Man is not here. These are the little arcade handhelds. There's no Pac-Man. There's Pac-Man Plus, but no Pac-Man. Pac-Man 2? Never even heard of that. But anyway, because MAME has it listed as, and some of you guys are already saying it, as Puckman. Because Puckman was the original And then when it came to the United States, I believe, it became Pac-Man. So if I want to play Pac-Man, I have to come over here and pick Puck-Man. This is the only game that I've seen so far that when I turn off the clones, that the Pac-Man goes away. So turn it back on. And now, let's see, yeah, here we go. So now we've got Pac-Man listed as the clones. If you want to turn it on, that's up to you. But there's the different clones and the bootlegs and all that kind of stuff. So if you technically want to have all those extra little Pac-Mans, then you can keep it on. But I don't. I like the regular standard Pac-Man, but we find it as Puck-Man. Okay, so that's it for that, and we're at 193, and I think that's pretty much it. As far as looking for the ROMs, I'm going to leave that up to you guys. Like I said, you can Google the actual ROM and see what is out there to be found. I have to go find them now, since I just now updated to 193, and we'll go from there. So I want to thank everybody that has been watching these and have gotten some good information off of it. And please like and subscribe if you would. And I will continue to answer questions as far as you guys have them. So I'll help you guys out as much as I can. I am in a Facebook group regarding MAME, and I think I'm also in a Hyperspin as well. So if you guys have any questions or anything, I try to make it as simple as possible for you guys to understand. Hopefully you guys are up to date 100%, and we'll go from there. Well, see, now look at this. I did a separate scan, and I'm not missing anything. So what does that mean? So what we're going to do is, let's try that one more time. Let's go to Scanner, and let's make sure we're picking MameUI. See, it's got a green check mark. So double check your work. That's a first for me, where I showed up a few and now I don't. So let's scan again. Always double check your work. And what we're going to do is we're going to go back into MAME, and we're going to audit all the ROMs in there just to see if we're 100%. Now, I didn't delete the Mario Brothers. I didn't delete the Blood Brothers or whatever game that was. So this is a first. I've never had it to where I don't have any missing, when I did have before. So interesting. Okay, so we're not missing any. That's very strange. I've never had that come up before. But let's go back to MAME. Let's load up MameUI and see where we're at. Let us do File, Audit All Sets, and see where we go. And like I said, I didn't go looking for the ROMs. I figured those were the ones that I needed, but something happened in between the scan and a second scan to where it's 100% now. It's very interesting. Never had that happen before. And this always lists out the correct, incorrect, and total of everything, also with the samples. And again, depending on how fast your computer is. Shouldn't take that long. Yeah. almost there. So incorrect, we have 0. And samples, almost there. Incorrect as well. So it's complete. I'm not sure why it listed those. Maybe it went through and fixed them and that was it. But like I said, always double check your work and see where you're at. And we'll do it one more time just to be sure. MameUI. Scanner. Now, if you do run it a couple, 3 times and you're still missing something, go ahead and Google, like I said, type in MAME first, M-A-M-E, and then the folder or the file that you're looking for, and expand to find the right ROM, and we'll go from there. And that should be the correct one. And just follow the steps again to put them into your ROM folder. There we go. That's very interesting. I've never had that happen. So, alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy it. I hope everything is 100% for you as well. And we will see you next time. Leave any questions or comments into the comment section, and like and share with your friends in the MAME community. I appreciate it. Thanks and have a great week.